A very good morning to all our listeners. Hope you had a great evening. A quick recap then of the morning's main events, and we've seen a bit of a reversal of some of the aggressive moves from yesterday. The equity markets are seen marginally higher ahead of the North American Open. The Euro's also recovered some of the roughly 150 pip loss we saw in Wednesday's session, and as such the 10-year yields in likes of Spain and Italy are easing off slightly from the aggressive spike yesterday. Nothing really new fundamentally to push these moves, more of a bit of a bounce and profit taking on the respective asset classes. However, in terms of speakers, we have had ECB's head Draghi speak today. He's commented that a fiscal banking union may be the way forward to clarify the vision of the euro. That was quite an interesting comment from him. And elsewhere in terms of economic data, a couple of GDP points from India came in weaker than expected in the early trading hours. However, the Swiss GDP did excel itself and came in much higher than expected. In terms of German unemployment rate, that came in 0.1 lower than expected, but didn't really prove to be too much of a market mover. Looking ahead though towards to the US session, it's going to be quite busy. 1:30 London time sees the weekly jobs data. We will also have the GDP release. This is the second reading from the US, and the mean estimate from economists is that we will see a downward revision today to 1.9% against the first reading of 2.2%. We also have challenger jobs and ADP employment change, all to come of course ahead of tomorrow's release of non-farm payrolls. Elsewhere, in terms of European things to keep a close eye on, is the Irish referendum today. That has already begun. Those votes have been started to be submitted earlier this morning, but the actual polling won't close until 10 PM this evening local time, so results aren't expected until the opening trades in Europe on Friday. Elsewhere as well, with the ongoing political turmoil in Greece, and these latest polls have indicated New Democracy is now back in the lead, but again, these have been somewhat conflicting from the various that have been coming out over the last couple of days. One thing of particular note is the Syriza party. They will be issuing their party policies at some point today, however, no set time. That pretty much so concludes the opening wrap from me, so I wish you all a great trading day.